All right, here we go. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hard to believe, already the last Wednesday of July. August is in a couple of days. Not only that, but we've got we've got football tomorrow. It's the Hall of Fame game, granted, right? I mean, it's nothing crazy. No disrespect, horns up, but Trey Lance is starting. So as far as games go, right, it's not going to be the craziest cinema that we've ever seen, but real, actual padded football played on a field will happen tomorrow. We are almost there, man. We are almost there. But tonight, we've got a fun, chill, very off-season heavy vibe stream. We've got a good one here before we really get into the thick of it. By popular demand, / me just kind of craving this a little bit and having a lot of fun with it, we are going to be playing a nice little round of GeoGuessr. Shout out Caden, my producer, for cooking up some GeoGuessr maps here, as you might have seen in chat. I have no idea what these maps are. There's 3 different maps. All have a different theme of sorts. 3 smaller maps as opposed to one big one that we did last time. I have no idea what they are, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. Pretty excited to play that, so we're going to get into that here in a little bit. But first and foremost, you guys know the drill. If you're in here, feel free to say hello in chat. Looks like we got a good group in here already. We've got Caden, Mile Marker, Jack, and Pear Champ. What's going on, guys? Good to have you in here. Hope you guys are having a nice Wednesday. Jack, I gotta tell you, man, that message you sent me, that warmed my heart so much. That legitimately made my day. That made me so happy. So let's go. We appreciate you being here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Pear Champ's asking, how's it going? I'm doing good right now, man. I am. I was pretty productive today. I've actually been getting a lot of stuff done on the streaming front for the season. I teased this a little bit in Discord, but obviously with football coming up soon, we're going to be switching into our in-season schedule. For those of you vets that have been around here for a while, you might know what that entails. The pigskin pregame and game streams. And we've got some really exciting stuff planned this year for that. So I've been working on some graphics a little bit, trying to spice things up a little bit more. Caden and I have been workshopping some segments, how we can kind of jazz up the pregame show even a little bit more this year, get a little bit more interactive, right? Get that back and forth. I feel like that's the best part of these streams. And as much as I love just like sitting and yapping and saying, I swear the Colts might actually beat the Lions this week, like, that is the beauty of this live stream, So we're trying to get a little bit more of that going, and then just making the game streams look a little bit prettier too. So same sort of deal for this season. Super excited for that. Been getting ready. Been like looking at the primetime schedule and trying to figure out what games I'm going to be going live for now. I can feel football in my veins, man. And let's just say right now, I intend to keep my promise about the Chargers-Raiders game, which, good Lord, I mean, I'm on the Eastern time zone now. That's the Week 2 Monday night doubleheader second game. Super fired up for that matchup. Absolutely love that game is in primetime. I'm so psyched for Raiders-Chargers, right? Just so many different... I got into it during the games, or the schedule stream. Starts at 10 o'clock. So we'll see if we actually follow through with that or not. But I put it down for now, at least. I put it down for now. But we got Jack squared. Let's go. Jack Gothberg is in the cut too. Welcome to the stream, Gothberg. Good to have you in here. Saying go Bucks. Oh yeah, hey, shout out the Buccaneers. That Go Bucks towel is from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers themselves. That came from a Tampa Bay Buccaneers care package, PR box, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I had to show some love to Tampa. I've been down to Raymond James Stadium. Good place to catch a game. Good football team too. So we do have the Go Bucks towel proudly hung up in the doctor's office. Now, I appreciate someone commenting on that. It had been a few weeks since I'd been here. Hadn't really put stuff up yet. Finally got around to that a few weeks ago. I'll be completely honest with you. Some of the stuff is like hung up pretty crooked, but what can you do? I did my best. But yeah, we got a nice little setup. We're going to try and add to it a little bit more, but you might see some familiar pieces back there. Jack is saying the Hall of Fame game is football at the end of the day. It is. I mean, I'll probably throw it on. I'm not going to like stream it or anything. I'm not going to be like super locked into it. Respectfully, and I get like there's a lot of people that like have to do this for their job, whether they're like a podcaster or a writer or whatever. You are not going to see me being like, these are the 6 biggest takeaways from the Hall of Fame game. It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's threes v threes, but it is football. So I'll at least throw it on. It'll be nice to see on my TV for a little bit. And then I'm sure by the second quarter, I'll be like, all right, let me do my taxes. Caden is saying, might be some surprises throughout the season. And very true with that second comment there. Before we dive into this, I know I've been yapping a little bit, but before we dive into the main event here, before we get into GeoGuessr, this is something that we've touched on a little bit. I'd say like 2 months ago now at this point. We've dabbled with a little bit, but one other thing that Caden and I have been working on is our Dr. Pigskin season-long bingo pool. So if you want to be involved with that, we're going to put something in Discord. We'll probably throw up a community post too, but pretty much what it is, different tropes or things that you might see throughout an NFL season. So, for example, we have like, a game where like both teams combine less than 25 points or something like that. If that happens in like, I don't know, week 5 or something, then you check that off on your bingo square. We'll do it so that everyone gets a randomly generated card. And then the plan is, hopefully, since we'll have a little bit more organized system of figuring out who wins and whatnot. But if you get a bingo, we'll send you a prize. We've got a nice little prize fund from last year. Still haven't been able to find Rakisha Brown and get Rakisha Brown their winnings for the Pick'em Challenge. But we're going to be doing that again too, by the way. But keep your eyes peeled. I would say by the end of August, we'll have those bingo cards ready, but we'll set up a channel in Discord. I'll make a community post if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. Might be fun to do throughout the season, right? Get a little bit more activity going in this community, but keep your eyes peeled for that. But I just wanted to give you guys another heads up about that right now. Parent Champ is saying everyone will watch the first quarter and then turn off the game. Unfortunately, that has been my usual Hall of Fame game experience, I will say. The Vikings were in the Hall of Fame game. Oh, was it 2015? I think so, right? Because it was Stephon Diggs' rookie year. And they played against the Steelers. And I think Diggs had a punt return touchdown in that game. But even then, I don't even think I watched the full game when the Vikings were in the Hall of Fame game. But Jack is saying the free space should be saying who the Seahawks coach is. True. Did someone say Mike McDonald? You'll be happy to hear this, Jack. I was listening to the Football 301 podcast today. I was doing some chores, right? They were doing their top 10 defenses pod. A lot of love for the Seahawks. I think all 3 of the guys had the Seahawks, not only in the top 10, but like pretty high up there, like 6 and 5. So a lot of love for the Seahawks. Can't say I'm against them. This is a nice defense. Unfortunately, Pete Carroll owns Jim Harbaugh. He does really historically, and I got to say, I'm rooting for Pete in this one. I love Harbaugh. I like the Chargers. I'm rooting for Pete and the Raiders. We got Dog by Nature in here. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Dog by Nature. Yeah, I always want to call you Wolf. I'll honor the name change though, but every time I see you pop in there, I always got to catch myself and not say Wolf. But saying that Martin Emerson got injured, that is tough, man. Cleveland's already got some serious depth issues in their secondary, right? Denzel Ward is obviously phenomenal, but corner room is kind of questionable outside of that. Now Emerson goes down. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how bad or serious of an injury it was yet. I haven't really seen it yet, to be honest. This is actually the first I've seen Martin Emerson getting hurt, but that would be a pretty serious injury for Cleveland if he was able to miss, a good amount of time. Fred Warner, sleeper agent. Dominique Foxworth had them as the 3rd best defense. Mina had them at 6th. Wow, 3. That's right. I did listen to their top 10 defenses pod. Yeah, 3 is spicy. I see the upside though. The biggest beef that I had with Mina's top 10 defense pod between Mina and Dominique, no one had the Giants in the top 10. I'm pounding the table for the Giants this year. Listening to all these pods is like, oh boy, I'm higher on the Giants defense than everyone. I'm higher on the Giants defense than Nate Tice, which is crazy because he's like really high on them. He had him at 9, and I'm like, oh geez, I would have had him at like 7 or something. But I'd low key, I might have to make a top 10 defenses at some point. I don't know. Giants are up there. Doctor is more progressive than Shorty. Oh, Georgie. You guys will meet Georgie next week. That's what I'll say. You guys will meet Georgie next week. Oh, you don't care what I call you? Wolf is definitely easy. I might stick with Wolf then if you don't mind. I do. I like Wolf. I don't know. Wolf rolls off the tongue, especially when you had the zero in there. Dog by nature is nice though. That's a nice name too. But Pear Champ is saying there's been a decent amount of injuries in training camp so far. We've got Jefferson. Yeah, dude, that my heart stood still when I saw that. He should be okay. Knock on wood. But yeah, it's like, uh-oh, his leg is tight. It's like, oh, Lord. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Neighbors. Mixon's a big one, too, yeah. It's because Mixon was such a big part of their offense last year, and you could really tell when he got hurt, like, things were just noticeably harder for Houston last season. Man, I kind of gave my Mixon speech a little bit last week. I was like, oh, he's a lot better than I thought he was. Oh, Lord, if he misses some time, I actually worry about that offense a little bit, which is a shame because I love the quarterback and I love the receivers there a lot. But, man, that offensive line and that running back room scares me. They'll be good enough. We'll get to that. We'll get to the Texans in the prediction stream. But, oh, boy, oh, boy. He's been ruled out for the season. Talking about Emerson, that is tough. Yeah, Newsom's really going to have to step up. Welcome, Game Solved. Welcome to the stream. Saying Bengals top 32 defense? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I might have him more at like 35 or 36. But Hendrickson's back in camp, so maybe they could make the top 32 now that Trey Hendrickson's back and they signed Shamar Stewart. Jack is saying the Giants secondary, apart from Javon Holland, is horrid. I disagree. I actually really like this Giants secondary. You know what? I'm going to do it. And then I swear we're going to get the GeoGuessr. Maybe I was just baited. I am going to pull up the Giants depth chart here. I did the thing where it froze again. Hold on a sec. You guys are going to see yourself. Look at that. That's crazy. All right. You got me here, Jack. I actually really like this Giants secondary. They also signed Paulson Adebo in free agency, who's always been a guy that I liked, corner from the Saints. I thought Tyler Nubin had a pretty good rookie year. Drew Phillips is a really, really good slot corner. Really just the biggest question mark is Deonte Banks. Banks has always been a really talented player, and he's put together like stretches of play that I've really liked. Like even week 1 last year versus the Vikings, he was up against Justin Jefferson a lot. Jefferson certainly got his. But there were plenty of plays, even when Jefferson caught it, it's like, man, like that was really good coverage by Banks. You know, he was a first rounder. He's like the biggest X factor. If Deonte Banks kind of takes a leap and plays a little bit better this year, I might say this is like a top 5 defense. But even now, like I'm baking in Deonte Banks being there. But I really like Adebo. I like Phillips. I like Nubin. Holland is obviously a really established name. I don't know. I think they're a lot more than just a sick defensive front. Obviously, that's where it starts. I don't know, man. This is a really good defense. Maybe I'm too excited about the Giants again. Might have to get talked down from this take a little bit. You know, I gave my whole, what if they're the 2023 Cleveland Browns speech? I don't know that I'm going to pick them to make the playoffs, but I am unreasonably high on this Giants defense. Bunny. Hey, yo. Triceratops or lizard? That's valid. Kenny McIntosh tore his ACL. That is tough. He was a nice piece in that running back room. But they've got K9. They've got Charbonnet. They've got Damian Martinez. I mean, it's a pretty deep running back room at least. But that is a bummer, man. He was a dog. Literally a dog. We got Eagle-Eyed in here too. Let's go. Welcome, Eagle-Eyed. Pigskin of the Doctor variety. That's awesome. He was able to work out a deal for a 25K round trip. However, it cost the Giants a 5-12 record. Well, I guess I'm not going on that trip because they're going 8-9 and they're going to be nasty. Oh, man. All right. You guys baited me into talking about the Giants defense. I was like, I swear, I'm going to draft them in fantasy this year. Although I will say they have a brutal schedule. That is pretty tough. Like, there's no denying that schedule is tough. And maybe they do end up with 5 wins still just because of how many good teams they play. They're in a good division. I think they got to play the NFC North, right? Yeah, it's tough. But here we go. It's time for the main event. Let's explore the world, scratch our geography itch with a little bit of GeoGuessr again. Shout out the homie, Caden, for putting together 3 little quizzes for us to play. We're going to see if we can find him here. I think we got to go to profile maybe. It's here somewhere. Also, I swallowed funny, and at some point I'm really going to have to cough. Maybe it's my maps. Nope, it's not there. Oh, man. Excuse me. 1 second. I got to... Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Quizzes. Quizzes. Okay, quiz. My quizzes. I'm silly. Here we go. Oh, these are looking crazy. This is sick. We've got 3 bangers right here. We're going to be playing all 3 of these here tonight. This is so sick. We've got the Viking starter's birthplace. The offensive starter's birthplace. That's crazy. That's so sick. We've got super top secret quiz. Sounds incredibly ominous. And then we've got NFL international games. So look at that. We've got a little bit of a football tie-in here. Caden, I'll defer to you because you're the quiz master here, right? I feel like I should save super top secret for last. That's my gut feeling. I feel like I should save this one for last. In my mind, I'm thinking the order that makes the most sense here is NFL international games, then Viking starter's birthplace, and then super top secret. But I will defer to you. If you had another order in mind, then I will go with that. But I think I see the vision with this. Whatever calls to me. Okay. Also, Jack is saying that Keenan is signing with San Francisco. For old time's sake, I'm going to look it up, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Yeah. Top result, Yahoo Sports saying it almost makes too much sense. Honestly, Jack, even if he did, I don't know. Would you really have that much to be worried about? Wait. Oh, Super Real NFL News posted this. I'm sure. Hey, guys. Super Real NFL News says it, so therefore it's happening. Touche. You got me there. All right. Wolf is asking, do I have to guess exactly where it is in the world, or do I get some sort of area? So it'll give me Google Images or Google Maps Street View. And I mean, the goal is to get the exact spot. I mean, realistically, you're not going to get it down to the very, half mile every single time. And you're usually timed, right? Like, I'm not going to take too long on these. There'll be a timer going and everything, but we're going to try and at least get in the area, in the neighborhood, Man, I had a heart attack for a sec. All right. Let's start with NFL international games. We're going to be going all across the world here. There's been a lot of international games. 13 questions. Let's see how we do here. This is awesome. All right. Okay, so that says Florida, but I mean, it's international, right? So clearly not Florida. Doesn't really look like Florida. Oh, man. Could this be Spain? Have they had a game in Spain yet? I know they're having one this year. No, that does not look like Spain. That looks German. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, in Germany, they've had games in Berlin and Munich. So it's probably one of these two, right? I wish I knew a little bit more about German architecture to know what exact region of Germany we're in right now. But I feel like, I mean, that looks German, right? I don't speak German, but I've at least been exposed to it. Oberlander Apotheke. Probably got that wrong. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Werktags. It might be how you say it. The question is Berlin or Munich. What are we feeling here, chat? Upcoming games are included. Okay, there we go. Jack personally did not like the first Munich game. That's right. Seahawks, Buccaneers. Hey, you guys got to pick while Tom Brady was lined up at wide receiver, though, right? Oh. Why do I think this is Berlin? I don't know. This doesn't really feel like Munich to me. Maybe when I think Munich, I just think like super Oktoberfesty vibes. I don't quite get that here. I lean Berlin, honestly. I'm going to go Berlin. Oh, it was Munich. Oh my gosh. Dang it. All right. Well, at least we got the country right. That's so tough, though, man. I was like, I don't, it doesn't feel like Munich. I have never been to either place, obviously, but we're working on that. Maybe one day I'll go to Germany. All right. Oh, Tottenham. Okay, this is London, right? Tottenham Green Pool and Fitness. It's got to be North London, right? Because Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, they've had a lot of NFL games there. Vikings are going to be playing there again this year. I cannot find London for some reason. There we go. Okay. Tottenham is more like North London, right? Yep. Here we go. My dad is a Tottenham supporter, so that's how I know like exactly where it is. We're going to guess like around here for now, but we're going to look around just a little bit more. We've got a little bit more time to play with here. Check for steering wheels. Oh, yeah. This guy gets it right here. Steering wheels, what side of the road they're on, street signs, right? Some call me Dr. Interstate, at least when we're in the United States. I'm pretty good at figuring out based off of interstates and everything, but there's just so many little wrinkles to this game. I don't know that we are by the stadium. We just might be in the Tottenham neighborhood. The Stanley Juice Bar. Let's see. Can we find that? I mean, it's got to be like right around here, though, right? Man. It's not that close to the stadium. We're gonna say it's like right around here. We'll just go with this. All right. That's still pretty good. Only 5 points off. That's pretty good. Jack would have said Munich personally. See, I will say, Jack, you have been killing the GeoGuessr in chat, man. I went back and watched my GeoGuessr stream from a few weeks ago just to kind of get me psyched for this, right? You are killing it in that. So by all means, right, anyone in chat, feel free to chip in your opinion. I might need your help from time to time, but that's a good start. That's a good start. Right country both times at least. Only 5 points off. Here we've got, oh, this is a big urban area. Oh, Toronto. University of Toronto. Easy enough. They haven't had a game in Toronto in a minute. I know the Bills used to play there a lot, right? If you guys remember Rob Ford, their crackhead mayor, he was at one of the games. Like that clip of him went viral of him eating the chicken wings. It was Bills Seahawks was it the 2012 season? I think it was Russell Wilson's rookie year. He had 3 rushing touchdowns, and the Seahawks wore their gray alternates. Maybe it was 2013. But I remember that game. I think that might have been the last game played in Toronto. I don't know where the university is though, but that's crazy. I might have to look that up after this. That Bills Seahawks game. Do you remember that game, Jack? Bills Seahawks in Toronto. Russell Wilson 3 rushing touchdowns in the grays. We're gonna at least mark this here for now. Let's see if we can get some more clues. I have no idea where that uni is. But we've got to be like right in downtown, right? Man, this is a beautiful looking city. I've been to Canada, but only to Winnipeg. I've not been to Toronto before. I really want to go to Vancouver too. That feels like a pretty cool place. Such a beautiful area of the country. It was 2012. Okay. You would have said Toronto personally. I'm not going to get any closer, am I? We're going to say like near the heart of downtown, honestly. There's like a museum over here. We'll go with this. This feels pretty good. Okay, look at that. 4,992. There we go. There we go. Eagle Eyes, remember that Buffalo got destroyed in that one? Let's look it up for old time's sake here. 2012. Man, yeah, 50-17. Good Lord. At the Rogers Center. That's where the Blue Jays play. Let me just make sure that I got that right. The 3 rushing touchdowns. Yep, look at that. 9 for 92, 3 rushing touchdowns. Young Russ, man. Back when Russ was a demon runner. His rushing stats first few seasons, just crazy looking back at it. Not to get off on too much of a tangent here, if I can find it. Yeah, that 2014 season, he was like top 10 in rushing yards or something like that. At least for most of the season, he was up there for rushing yards. But obviously now he's just a lot older. But there's a little memory right there. I wonder if that was the last game in Toronto, though. All right, this has been good so far. Round 4. Oh boy. All right, here's where things get a little bit trickier. Um, that sure looks German, right? Okay, so this must be Berlin. This has got to be Berlin, right? If we're in Germany, we already had Munich. I mean, it's got to be Germany, right? What do you think? Legion of Boom is starting to boom. I mean, there hasn't been any other NFL games in this region, right? It's not like this could be Denmark or Austria or anything. I don't think they've had any games there. I mean, it's pretty clearly got to be Berlin, just from process of elimination. Question is where, though? That I could not tell you, but we could at least hopefully get the city right. Yeah, because Munich was the last one. I'm like scrolling through chat now. Remember trying to figure out what Jack said. Okay. See, I feel like this isn't like the city center, right? Like we're not here. This almost feels a little more West Berlin? I don't know. That might sound silly because you could almost feel like the Soviet influence just a little bit more. That might be like the dumbest thing I've ever said on this channel, but I feel like, or no, it'd be East Berlin. See, I'm tripping. East Berlin was okay. Yeah, I got my cardinal directions wrong. I knew it was like this side of Berlin. This is East. This is West. I feel like we're in East Berlin here. Dark matter. Eerie. Let's see. Oh, let's go. Okay, that's a little bit more closer to the center, but that's pretty good. 2.4 miles, not bad. Jack is saying Falcons Bills was the last one the year after. Not going to lie, I don't have a single memory of that game, to be completely honest with you. I could not tell you a single thing about that Falcons Bills game. That's crazy. 2013. I guess the Falcons would they have been any good that year? I don't think so, but all right, on to the next one. We're doing pretty well so far, though, I gotta say. I gotta pat myself on the back here. Oh boy, interesting. Oh, we're having trouble moving here. I couldn't really read that sign. Okay, Canada Gardens allotments. Is this Canada too? Canada Gardens. Doesn't really feel like Canada, though. And where else in Canada would they have played a game, you know? Dang, you can barely move in this one. Oh, this one might actually be tricky. I mean, that is English, right? Have they had a game in Australia? I don't think so. Doesn't even really feel like Australia. Paddling pool. I mean, clearly this is an English-speaking country. Brilliant insight right there. That's a good question, Pearchamp. I'll get to that here in a sec after this round. I have 55 seconds to figure out where the heck we are. Is that Wembley? Oh my gosh, Saved by Wembley. Yeah, okay. So is this also London? Is this just like Wembley Stadium? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay, so we're in the Wembley neighborhood here. Wembley Park. I don't know if we'll be able to find that. There's the Wembley Park Theater. Oh, wait. I swear I just saw Canada Gardens. There's Wembley Park. We're going to mark here. Ah, that makes more sense. Okay, so like each international stadium kind of gets their own spot on the quiz. We'll just go right here. Nice. Let's go. Look at that. Best score yet. Best score yet. We'll take that. Hey, yo. The Cleveland, Georgia poll is crazy. Welcome, Sebastian. Dude, if Cleveland, Georgia pops up on any of these quizzes, I'm actually going to lose my mind. I don't live there anymore. So I'm not doxing myself saying Cleveland, Georgia. I mean, even if I was, but, you know. What a poll right there. But I'll get to Pearchamp's question here now, asking, would I trade J.J. McCarthy and give a first-round pick for Justin Herbert? Yeah, I would. Jack, I get your point, saying like having a QB on a rookie contract is nice. Dude, I'm sorry. Justin Herbert in this Vikings offense would be so sick. Straight up, we might win the Super Bowl if we had Justin Herbert. Like, yes, if JJ's good, the Vikings have a wide open window. Justin Herbert with Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson, KOC in that line, and Brian Flores and his dogs on defense. Please, how are we not winning 14 games again with that? You know, like, oh, baby. Oh, baby. That would be so sick. I am back in Georgia. I moved back to Georgia from North Dakota in the Atlanta area now. It's been a bit of a back and forth affair this year, I should say, but I'm really feeling settled in now. So yeah, we are back in Georgia, back in the Atlanta area. Never lived in the Atlanta area before. It's a bit different from Cleveland, but I really like it here. I enjoy it a lot. Look for Cars 2. Maybe if there's a game in Tokyo. I don't think there has been, but Cars 2 is in Tokyo. Vikings do not have a good amount of talent with the QB getting paid like that. I guess maybe, but like, I don't know, dude. I would have taken Herbert if that meant, oh no, we didn't sign Javon Hargrave. You know, I guess it'd come at the cost of some of our linemen too, but I don't know, man. It would be so hard to pass up on Herbert on the Vikings. Yo, we got Cam in here too. Let's go. Good to have you in here, Cam. Asking what I'm doing now. I am in a transition phase right now. I'm still looking for something more writing oriented. You know, I've been applying to jobs, but I'm back in Georgia now. I left my old job at my newspaper. It was all right. You know, I enjoyed it, but I don't know. Trying to find something while also doing this. That's my best answer right now. But appreciate you tuning in, playing some NFL-themed GeoGuessr here. Getting pretty fired up for the season. It's hard to believe. It's already almost here. And we got Laywell back in here too. Let's go. Welcome back, Laywell. Good to have you back in here. How you feeling about the Chiefs this year? I feel like I haven't been able to ask you that yet. How you feeling after the Super Bowl? You feel like they'll be able to keep the streak alive? Get back to the conference championship game? Wow, we can't move at all. We're literally just in a room for this one. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm supposed to make of this. We're in a fancy room. I think that says private. I almost made an Always Sunny joke. If you know, you know. Is there a pirate that lives there? I see a door marked private. I don't know what to say. I have no idea. Oh, man. I mean, someplace fancy. Spain, maybe? I don't know. Could this be Madrid? Because there's future games, right? So this year they're having a game in Madrid. Could be Madrid. I don't think they've had a game in Paris. No games in Italy. Like, I'm just thinking of like European countries right now, I guess. I mean, could this be like a real curveball and it's Brazil? Could this be Sao Paulo? That would be crazy. But that's in English, you know? Or is this just another part of England? Where else have they had games? Or could this be Ireland? Could this be Dublin? You know what? I'm going to guess Dublin. That's crazy. That's insane. No way. Are you kidding me? First Nolansville Pike and now this? Are you kidding me? That was pure luck. That was not skill whatsoever. Besides seeing that there was a door that maybe said private, that was all luck right there. That's insane. Oh, I'm sure you would have said that, Jack. Oh, Wolf is saying that's his house. I appreciate that, Cam. Yeah, it is good to be back in Georgia. It feels good to be back here. The weather's been a little toasty for me, but once September rolls around, we're chilling. But man, it just gets humid here. Man. Sebastian's asking what I think about the Vikings getting Jared Goff, but my glorious king would never go to such a poverty franchise. I would take him. I mean, I would take Goff over JJ pretty easily, honestly. But JJ's going to be sick, I promise. You still have trauma from my rankings last week. Goff was an honorable mention for me. I'd probably throw him in there at 12. I'd throw Gino in at 11, though. Pearchamp is asking which Vikings team was better or luckier, 2022 versus 2024. Which team would win over the other? I think 2024 would crush 2022, honestly. Like, if you had like a 7-game series, 2024 would probably win in 5, honestly. I love that 2022 team. Always holds a special place in my heart. That was one of the luckiest teams I've ever seen in my life, man. I honestly think the 2024 team was pretty good. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They had a few big weaknesses that really popped up like as soon as they hit the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, the defense in 2024 was just so much better than 22's. 22's defense was actually bad, you know. And I don't know, the offense was pretty even for both, I'd say. So I would take 2024 over 2022. But hey, no, I appreciate you tuning back in, man, honestly. Hey, no worries about that, right? Nothing wrong with that. Laywell saying he believes as long as Mahomes is playing, you've got a good chance beating anyone. That's a good mindset to have right there. You know, I actually dove in and watched a little bit more Mahomes from this past season last week. I'm already slightly questioning putting him at 3, to be honest, in the quarterback ranking. Just like, oh, I don't know, man. It's so tough. All 3 of those are so good right now. But I watched a little bit more Mahomes. I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe he still is the king. But all right, on to the next one. I wasn't supposed to do that. Hey, I'm like that. Here we go. We are in a tunnel of sorts. We've got a taxi. Okay, interesting. Is that like, oh, it's like a torch or something. I thought it was like a stalk of wheat. This feels a little European. We've got the Ronin group. We've got the Ronin group still. But this, I don't know, is this England? Doesn't necessarily feel like it. But also, where else would it be? You know, there's a lot of English here. Yeah. We're in an English-speaking country. I mean, it's got to be England, right? If it's not Ireland, we just got Ireland. Okay, we can see a stadium up here. Oh, well, that's crazy. Hold on. Unless that's an Irish person that's living in England, right? But there is an Irish flag there. Let's see if we can get up to this stadium, though. At least it sure looks like a stadium. I mean, I'm thinking it's England, right? But I'm trying to think of what city it would be if we've already got London twice. Let's see. AVIVA Stadium. I'm going to out myself as a little bit of a casual here. I actually don't know who plays there. If there's any football or soccer fans in here, I mean, I claim that I am one. I'm not going to lie. I actually don't know who plays there. I got to figure this out quick, though. See, maybe that is Ireland, though. But if it's not Dublin, I mean, unless they're playing another game there, right? Oh, Lord. Have they had a game? I don't know. I mean, it's got to be London, right? We're just going to guess London. It is Dublin. Dublin? Okay, I guess there's multiple games in Dublin. I'm so dumb, dude. I literally saw an Irish flag. And I was like, maybe it's an Irish person living in England. What is wrong with me? All right, that's my worst one yet. Next one. How did I get the house, but not that? We got a 7-Eleven. I also saw some mountains in the distance. Quaker State. I almost thought that said Quaker Steak, as in Quaker Steak and Lube. Okay, that's Spanish. Mexico City, right? I mean, we've got mountains in the distance. We saw Spanish. There has been games in Mexico City. It's got to be Mexico City. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. You still see a lot of like American companies here, right? 7-Eleven, Domino's. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Crazy. All right. So we're probably close to the centro of Mexico City. Look at me using the Spanish term there. A little too proud of myself for hitting that there. I took a little bit of Spanish back in my day. I was decent. I don't know exactly where, though. Looks like we're kind of by the highway or on the highway even. We'll just go like right here. Mexico City. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I appreciate that, Laywell. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That's awesome. Hey, again, No need to apologize whatsoever, right? People have got their own stuff going on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I have been streaming a lot too this off season, but it's been really nice. But it is good to have you back here, man. It feels like football's back, you know? I like the new profile pic too. That's awesome. Look at the little 8-bit kind of art right there. That's awesome. But I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, Laywell. Thank you for the super chat. Got to give that a heart there. Oh, there's a Hutchinson take that I'm hiding from? Uh-oh. Real pigs are anatomically incapable of seeing the sky. Eric Pigskin is anatomically incapable of seeing that Aiden Hutchinson is a top 1D lineman in the league. My take is we'll see. My take is we'll see. And I think 7 is very good and fair. And I think it's crazy how there's a lot of rankings that have had him at 7. I didn't have Spoon in my top 10 corners. Yeah, and ESPN did. And then he made the top 50 in the NFL top 100, which I saw in your story. And I liked it. I was like, please forgive me if I like your story. Oh, man. Good old top 10s. We have some fun with those, don't we? But all right, here we go. We're cruising. We're over halfway through the NFL International Games quiz. And it is grainy here. It is very grainy. Now we're from the forest into the city. And we've got some public transit. Could this be Spain? Spain has really good public transit. That is not Spanish. I mean, Europe in general does, you know. I have become such a public transit head, honestly. Like in Atlanta, they've got MARTA. But it's just so limited. Like, it only runs in one singular straight line. It's just like, man, if we got some nice, big, robust MARTA system that ran through, like, the entire Atlanta area, not just one singular line through, like, downtown. Oh, wouldn't that be nice with how bad traffic is here? Okay, so could this be another German place, right? I mean, the skyline looks massive. We look pretty close to downtown. That looked to be German on that sign. And Germany also has a robust public transportation system. We feeling Berlin or Munich here? It's got to be Berlin, right? Because there's been multiple games in Berlin. Didn't the Colts and Patriots play there a few years ago? Or was that in Munich? I feel like we're near the middle of Berlin. Yeah, there's a river there. It's got to be Berlin. We're going to say, I mean, we didn't quite spawn right by there. We're going to say like right here maybe. No! Frankfurt! Oh, there was a game in Frankfurt, wasn't there? Was that Dolphins Chiefs 2 years ago in Frankfurt? Oh, Sebastian knew. Sebastian knew. He said Frankfurt. He nailed it. Crazy. All right. Whatever. We still got Germany at least. I was like, oh, it's by a river. Gotta be Berlin. As if every major city ever isn't by like a river or some sort of body of water. But good call, Sebastian. Good call. Laywell's thinking about streaming himself lately, which is why he switched things up. No, dude. By all means, right? People plug their stuff in here. I think that's awesome, right? I want to build a community of people that can show off what they do, right? I love just anytime someone creates something or makes something, you know. We've got Jack plugging his videos in here. By all means, man. That's awesome. I might have to tune into a stream of yours. What are you thinking? What are you thinking for streams? Like games or something like that? Patriots versus Colts. Okay. Berlin, the only city to have a river. I know. If I'm ever in Ohio, come out to Wolf's Restaurant. That would be sick. I'm trying to remember the last time I was in Ohio. I think I've been in Ohio once in my life. It was a good time, though. I'd be down to go back. I was actually thinking about that this morning. I was like, low-key, going to the Hall of Fame game next year might be the move. If I can pony up some cash for that, that would be pretty sick. Okay, we've got La Serenata. But I'm not sure if this is necessarily Spanish. Tesco. We're in England. I know Tesco. It's like an English convenience store, right? Also, English, the language. See, I don't want to keep guessing London, though, right? I mean, we've gotten Tottenham. We've gotten Wembley. Where's Twickenham at, right? Twickenham Stadium. Don't they play a lot of games there? I'm not going to lie. I don't know exactly where Twickenham is. It's somewhere in London, though, right? Yep. Okay. It's got to be here. It's got to be Twickenham. There's the Tesco Express. No, wait. Did I get it? We're just going to rip it. No way. Nice. All right. It wasn't exactly where it was, but we killed that. All right. Let's go. We'll take that. Dr. Pigskin halftime show in your Madden franchise? That would be crazy. I come in, I give a little bit of a breakdown and analysis of Wolf coaching the Browns in Madden. Oh, yeah. Giving a shout out to Pokemon homies in chat because he modeled his profile picture after the OG sprite. Really? I can see that now. That's awesome. I played a little bit. Sometimes I mispronounce a Pokemon and it's like, oh brother, this guy's a casual, but I played a lot of Gen 4. That's what I'll say. I grew up playing Platinum. I was a Turtwig guy myself, but Sebastian had a hunch of Frankfurt because it's probably the most skyscraper oriented city in the country and maybe in Central Europe as a whole. I didn't know that actually. That's sick. Little geography knowledge right there. Interesting. Are skyscrapers not quite as common in Europe, I guess, right? I mean, I know the streets are built very differently, but I didn't know that. Huh. Jack would have said China. I mean, low-key, there was some China vibes to that skyline a little bit, right? H-Bomber guy complains about Tesco. Isn't he the Smash Bros guy? English. All right. Here we go. Mainly games. Let's go. He'll be on Twitch and he'll post clips and vids here on YouTube. All right. We'll be tuning in. We'll be making popcorn for that. All right. We've got a couple left of the international games. Is this Brazil? Was that Portuguese? I mean, this certainly looks a little warmer, right? We have yet to get Brazil. We also have yet to get Spain. But I'm kind of feeling Brazil here. Sao Paulo, right? That's where they've had the Brazilian game so far. Let's see. Oh, I just need to see a few more words before I can definitively say if this is Portuguese or Spanish, But I'm feeling Brazil just based off the climate, how everything looks. Oh, and of course I'm just I'm zooming by everything. I'm not even looking. I took Spanish for 8 years. I don't know. I think that looks Spanish, right? Is this Madrid? This could be Madrid. I was so dead set on this being Brazil, but it looks more Spanish than Portuguese, right? There's a big skyline that we missed. Looking too spread out to be Spain, so you'd say Brazil. Ooh. Well, Sebastian's kind of been on fire right now. Do I trust my gut? I will say, oh, okay, yep, that's Portuguese. Beautiful. It is Brazil. All right, Sao Paulo. We got to find it. Brazil's massive. There's so many crazy geography facts about Brazil's size. Bang, Sao Paulo. For example, did you know that the northernmost point of Brazil, if I can find it on the map here, northernmost point of Brazil, right around here, is actually closer to Canada than it is to the southernmost point of Brazil. That's how big Brazil is. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Brazil is, I believe, the third largest country in the world as far as area, behind Russia and Canada. It is massive. But because of the way that it's projected on a lot of maps, it doesn't always look quite as big as you might think. But it's bigger than the U.S. by a lot. All right, here we go. We've got 2 left. This has got to be Madrid, right? That looks pretty Spanish. This whole place looks Spanish, right? Sebastian was saying, European cities are compact. This is very compact right here. Yeah. Do we even need to dilly-dally too much? This has got to be Madrid. We'll say near the middle. Bang. Bang. Let's go. It is an interesting country, isn't it? I would love to go to Brazil one day. That would be pretty sick. I'm not like rainbowed out here. Hey, I'm decent. I get a lot of help from chat. Chat is like rainbowed, honestly. But I've had a few crazy pulls. That Dublin one was just pure dumb luck. All right. Last one of the international games here. This has been an awesome quiz, by the way, Caden. Everyone give a big round of applause to Caden, the channel producer, producing another work of art right here. This has been awesome. And this is pretty... That's Chinese, right? But also Melbourne. Okay. Because I don't think they've had a game in China. I feel like... Are we in Chinatown in Australia? Could that be it? Was this a little curveball? Are we in like... Because I think they might have had a game in Australia. Yeah. Okay. Because like, there's no way they had a game in China. I feel like... Not to get all geopolitical, but I feel like the United States and China have not quite had like the relationship where like an NFL team would go there. So this has got to be... Where have they had a game in Australia? This is a nice little curveball, though. Was it Sydney or Melbourne? Oh, Lord. I'm just going to have to guess, right? We're going to guess Sydney. No, it was Melbourne. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The first NFL game is set for 2026. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. There has not been one yet. I guess that makes sense. Wow. There were so many where I just got the city wrong, but the country right. Australia. Let's go. We got the W's in chat. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Awesome first quiz. We did all right, honestly. I'm pretty happy with my performance there. Look at that. Look at how much we filled that bar up. Didn't leave too many on the table. I'll take that any day of the week. All right. 1 down, 2 to go. That was the starter. Let's dive into some meatier ones now. Vikings starters' birthplace. Their offensive starters' birthplace. They do. That's true. They have played a lot of NBA games in China, or at least preseason games. Especially like Yao Ming did so much to help grow the popularity of the NBA in China. So I guess NBA has the best relationship with China out of any of these sports leagues. But China seems like a really cool place. This might sound so dumb, but I know Speed did a stream in China a few months ago. But it's like, it is nice to see like a nice positive new school portrayal of China. You know what I'm saying? China seems cool. All right, 12 questions here. The number one option at each slot according to our lads, the Vikings offensive starters and their birthplace. This one is crazy. I am excited for this one. Let's do it. We're staying in the United States now, so I can go crazy with the interstates, crazy with the local geography, and we're starting off in the middle of nowhere in some sort of neighborhood by a fire station. Let's see. St. Rose. That does not help. St. Rose. Oh, is that North Carolina? Yes, it is. Somewhere in North Carolina. I would have not come up with North Carolina if it wasn't for that. I couldn't quite read what that said. We're just going to mark North Carolina for now. Let's see if we can get a better look here. St. Rose. Oh, station. No. Wait, did that just say station number? No, it didn't say NC. It might not be North Carolina. I was so certain. All right, I'm glad I went back and caught that because I would have been desperately trying to figure out where we are in North Carolina. This does not really feel like North Carolina. I mean, it could be the South. There's a Coca-Cola sign. Not that that means anything. Oh, wait, hold on. Louisiana. Yo, where's Justin Jefferson from? Oh, where's Justin Jefferson from? He's from like one of the smaller towns in Louisiana, right? He's not from like New Orleans or Baton Rouge. Oh my gosh. Jack was thinking this was Illinois. Oh. Where is Justin Jefferson from? Watch us not be Justin Jefferson. This is from Better Call Saul. Kushada. Shout out Huel. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm just going to guess like I'm going to guess Monroe. Dang it. Is he really that close to New Orleans? Really? St. Rose is that close to New Orleans? That's crazy. Game solved. Endo means New Orleans, trust me. That's crazy. Oh, and Caden coming in with the player too. Justin Jefferson. Dang it. I can't believe I sold my goat like that. I didn't know he was that close to New Orleans. I always just thought he came from like a super small town in Louisiana. I mean, I guess like it's a ways away from New Orleans. It looked pretty small. Interesting. I did not know that. Chicanery. And he gets to be a lawyer? What is this, some sick joke? One of my favorite episodes of TV ever, man. Chicanery. What a great show that is. All right, here we go. I wonder if there's any foreign-born players that start for the Vikings. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Church Street Garage, public parking. This looks a little southern, honestly, right? Some of the architecture here, like I would almost think that this is Georgia based off of the Greek influences in architecture. You've got that tower right there. Oh, I don't know though. I don't know a place in Georgia that's like this though, right? But this could be in the South. I don't know. Sunroof. Welcome, Cape. Sunroof. Was it Chicago Sunroof, right? Okay, we got a bubble tea and coffee bar. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? We got Dimes Production in here too. Welcome back, Dimes. Man. Golly. I'm not getting a whole lot of clues, honestly. I mean, it almost feels like Athens. I know it's not Athens, but it almost feels like Athens. I genuinely have no idea. Oh, and then it just did that. I gotta figure out soon. I haven't even been like looking at license plates or anything. I don't know. What do you guys think? Coastal City, maybe? Jack says that this is Illinois. Illinois. Jeez Louise. Oh, no. I'm going to trust my gut. I'm going to go with the South here. I'm going to say, like, Alabama. I'm going to say, like, Huntsville, Alabama. No! Oh, it was kind of a coastal city. Gabe would have gone northeast. That's crazy. That's crazy. It was northeast. Maryland. Wow. Frederick, Maryland. All right. Who is from Frederick, Maryland? Oh, Jordan Addison. Okay. Dang, man. Maryland. Been to Maryland once in my life, and I was like 3. Didn't remember a whole lot of it, to be honest. I will say, yeah, a lot of this area is still locked for me. I've been to NYC a couple times. I've been to DC when I was 4. That was that same trip where I was in Maryland. Haven't been to any of these states. Dang it. All right, that's okay. I was like, guys, I don't know. It could be the South because it kind of reminds me of Athens. Now we're in the desert. It's tough because I don't know a lot of these players' hometowns either, right? It's not like I have a bank of like all these different towns that I know. CJ Ham, I might get though. CJ Ham, I might get. That's what I'll say. I know where CJ Ham is from. I hope he's counted in this. Colorado, or is that company? It looks a little too deserty to be Colorado. Could this be California? Maybe. Come on now. Ortega. Got to be the Southwest, right? Thinking Southern California, Arizona, maybe New Mexico. Little too dry and cold, yeah. Oh, is there a Vikings player from like New Mexico? Like Santa Fe? We'll mark Santa Fe. Oh, Eagle Eyes thinks Washington, D.C. Could you imagine if D.C. looked like this? If there's a part of D.C. that looked like this? I gotta guess soon. I mean, I have like 40 seconds, but does not look like a New Mexico plate though. That's kind of cheating a little bit, but whatever. Ah, you can barely see it though. I honestly have no idea. I'm going to guess Santa Fe. Wait, yeah, because is Aaron Jones from New Mexico? No, it was California. Oh my gosh. No, is Aaron Jones from El Paso? Aaron Jones is actually like from this region though. Oh, and he went to UTEP, which I guess that's in Texas. Oh, we will probably get around that area for Aaron Jones, though. Jalen Naylor, that's crazy. Jalen Naylor. Wow. Like just north of Los Angeles. Dang. Never been to LA. Dang it. Dang it. Coldest day in New Mexico. That was a nice little curveball right there. Man, that was a tough one. All right. Smaller town now. Man, let's see. We've got, I can't really read those street signs. Okay, we've got at least state highways here. 301. That's not going to do us much good. There was a police car there. Man, these signs are so blurry. Chesapeake Bay? Oh, okay. So is this Maryland again? I mean, it honestly kind of looks like that city in Maryland that we saw for Jordan Addison. Chesapeake Bay, or is this by like DC? I'm trying to think if there's any Vikings players from this area. Maybe like Christian Darrisaw's from around here, right? Because he went to Virginia. So could we be like, how big is the Chesapeake Bay? Like, is this still considered Chesapeake? Like, could we be like around here? Newport News, maybe? We're gonna go Newport News. Unironically, like Newport News has a crazy track record of producing pro athletes. I know Michael Vick is from there. Allen Iverson is from there. We're going to take a shot in the dark here and do Newport News. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Right region, though. Okay, it was a little bit further from Chesapeake Bay. We were right about Virginia, though. Was this Christian Darrisaw? Because he went to Virginia Tech. Was this Christian Darrisaw? I think it was. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Christian Darrisaw. Bang. All right, sick. We got that at least. All right. Man, I'm like a child in a candy store right now. This is so much fun. Some Music Academy. We've got Laser Girl. Sounds like a superhero. Oh, is that a pizza place? Hold on. Bro sees pizza and's got to lock in. Fuzzy's Pizza. Looks like a nice spot. Drive School. See if we can get some signs here. Amity Bank. Jack, this might actually be Illinois. That looks like an Illinois license plate. Oh, could this be JJ McCarthy? He's from Illinois. Jack, you might actually be right. This might actually be Illinois. It's a little flat here, right? Those look like Illinois plates, although I will say that looks like a Texas flag. Could this be JJ McCarthy? I'm trying to remember exactly where in Illinois he's from. He went to like LaGrange High School or something like that, right? I'm actually feeling Illinois here. Chimney Rock. Oh, well, unless there's a Houston, Illinois. Oh, but that looked like a Texas flag, too. This could totally be Texas. Near Houston? Man. The only thing, I mean, the biggest thing for Illinois, Fuzzy Pizza. Jack is adamant that it's Illinois. Oh. No, this is, but the now entering Houston city limit, and this is, okay, real quick, we're going to see if we can find a Houston, Illinois. But if not, then we're going to have to go with, oh Lord, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. I really almost put Illinois. You almost got me. But it looked like the Illinois license plate. And JJ McCarthy is from Illinois. We are going to see Illinois at some point. All right. Who is from the Houston area? Ryan Kelly. Did not know that. Did not know that. U.S. really is Illinois. All right. We're about halfway through here. Holy smokes almighty. Holy crap. Oh, we can't move. Oh, we can't move. 718. Don't know the area code. Oh, boy. We've got a big city. I mean, this almost feels like New York or Chicago, right? Just with how tight everything is, how many skyscrapers there are. I'm thinking NYC or Chicago. Don't know the area code for either of those places, though. Gabe is thinking Houston. Oh. Jack is saying this is not Illinois. I like throwing it a little no move every once in a while. I like that. Hermes. I mean, there's not a lot we can go off from here. People are dressed like it's cool but not cold. Eagle Eyes thinks this looks like NYC. I'm kind of getting that vibe a little bit too. Got a coffee. I mean, this looks pretty swanky. Gary, Indiana. Oh, there's a sign that said NY. City. Oh, MD. I was like, Maryland. No, it's... There's other MDs besides the abbreviation for Maryland. Yeah, I feel like this is NYC. I'm trying to think of who's from New York City. But I feel like it's got to be around this area. I don't know what borough exactly. I don't know my boroughs like that. Toledo. We'll say here. Nice. All right, we got Manhattan right at least. Lower Manhattan. Which Viking is from Manhattan? I'm interested. Which Viking is from New York City? I didn't know we had someone from NYC. Will Fries. All right, getting the new lineman out of the way. There we go. Back to a smaller area. Let's see. Wilmington, Delaware. Well, that's cool. Who's from Wilmington, Delaware? Also, let's see if we can find it here. There we go. It's a pretty big area. We'll mark that for now. Let's see if we can narrow it down a little bit more. Could be a red herring, too. Could be a Wilmington truck that drove into Illinois, Jack. Pete's Pizza. Oh, that looks fire. That looks good. I feel pretty good about this being Delaware, though. Almost. Chat has been killing it. A lot of good polls in chat so far. I mean, we're just gonna let it rock. We know. Yeah. Delaware, Illinois. Maybe Wilmington, Delaware, Illinois. If we don't actually get to Illinois, I'm gonna be heartbroken for you, Jack. But I feel like I know who the last one is because I saw there's 12 in here, right? Brian O'Neill. I suppose he went to Pitt. That's a similar area. Okay, that makes sense. Brian O'Neill. Nice. I think I know what the last one is. Here, I'm going to make my prediction now. I think the last player in this game is CJ Ham. That's what I'll say. Hipster Philadelphia. Let's go. Sounds like my Philadelphia. All right, next round. About 3/4 of the way in now. And we got some nice trees. Looks a little lush out here. A little. Suburban neighborhood type of vibe. Jeffries and Park. Oh, these neighborhoods are always tough. I always want to default to Texas when I get put in a neighborhood like this. Iowa. I mean, it's a little flat. There's too many trees for this to be Iowa, though, I think. I don't know. Is there a Viking from Iowa? I mean, it could be Hawkinson. Yo, actually, low-key, I'm going to stop talking. This could most certainly be Iowa. It's a little flat and open out here now. We've got some crops. I was like, actually, there's too many trees for this to be Iowa. Nah, you might be onto something, Jack. Yeah. Gotta be Hawkinson, right? Iowa. Where exactly from Iowa is TJ Hawkinson from? It makes sense that he's from like small town Iowa. He was like a farm boy. Just happened to be really good at football. Let's see. McDonald's billboard. Let's go. Russell's Ready Mix. Can't really tell from there. Let's see if we can like snag a sign here before we just guess somewhere in Iowa. But yeah, it's got to be Iowa. Oh, hold on. Sign. Go back a little bit. Okay. Yep. Iowa confirmed. Iowa Department of Transportation. It's at least a fairly small state. Oh. I mean, he went to Iowa. So could be around Iowa City. We're just going to rip right around here. Other side of the state. Cherokee, Iowa. For sure has to be TJ Hawkinson, right? Has to be. I would be shocked if it wasn't. Cherokee, Iowa. Didn't know that, though. So he went a little ways away for college, but there we go. TJ Hawkinson. Jack did crush it with the Iowa there. Sebastian saying that was Hawk's destiny, low-key. He's always been meant to be a Viking, right? I mean, he looks like a Viking. He used to look like a Lion, too, when he was on the Lions. All right. Lerner and Rowe injury attorneys. We also got some breaded seafood on the back of the bus. Ooh, okay. Looks a little nice out here. We've got what looks to be a church. We seem to be in the downtown area. Pace bus stop, LaGrange Road. Oh my gosh, LaGrange. Jack, this might be your moment. We might be, this has got to be, yo, high key, that's a North Dakota plate. That's crazy. No, it's not. But it looks, that's an Iowa plate. It looked like a North Dakota plate for a sec, but I was like, maybe there's like some North Dakotan. Okay, this is 110% LaGrange, Iowa. This is JJ McCarthy. Jack, here you go. This is your moment. Here's the problem. I don't know where LaGrange is on the map. I'm not sure what part of Illinois JJ McCarthy is from, but I know for a fact he's from LaGrange. Oh boy, here's where things get hairy. I want to say it's probably more like the middle of the state, right? The brickwork on that house says Chicago. Maybe it's just close to Chicago. I mean, that would make a lot of sense, right? Oh boy, kind of like around this area. Oh man, like a ways out, but like kind of close to Chicago, you know? Oh, but maybe it's a little bit closer to the center of the state. I don't know where LaGrange is. Oh, is it near like Springfield? Uh-oh. We're just going to have to guess. I'm sorry, JJ. I failed you. We're going to guess near Chicago. All right. It was closer to Chicago than I thought, actually. Wow. That's a lot closer to Chicago than I thought. Dang it. All right. Got the right state, though. Got to be JJ McCarthy, right? Just need a nice little confirmation, but it's got to be JJ McCarthy. There we go. All right. Couple left. I think I'm right about CJ Ham. That's what I'll say. Oh, no moving. Wait, no. I know exactly where this is. And I know who it is. I was wrong about Aaron Jones. How could I forget this about Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones is from Savannah, Georgia. This is on River Street. Oh, this is so sick. I love Savannah. It's like right around here, right? It's like right near the beginning of River Street. Are we not? If I get this wrong, I'm going to be sick to my stomach. But I have walked down this street many times. Let's see, CH. Let's see. I mean, let's see if we can get 5,000 here. But I swear, it's like right here. It's like right at the start of River Street. That's crazy. How did I forget? He's from Savannah. He went to UTEP. I was so certain. I was like, bro, that's crazy. The one guy from Georgia, I was like, he was from New Mexico. We're just going to guess it right here. Bang. Let's go. Okay, we were a little bit further away. Bang. Let's go. Savannah, Georgia. On GeoGuessr, on Dr. Pigskin. Has to be Aaron Jones, right? Has to be Aaron Jones. Oh, yeah, you knew. Yeah, that's so sick. I appreciate the River Street lob right there. Didn't get 5,000, but we'll take that. Yeah. Oh, let's go. Bang. Jack saying Savannah is dope. It is. You know, fun fact, actually. First time I ever went to Savannah, Georgia, Jack, was with none other than your brother. That was a fun weekend. That was a good time. Shout out DGK. Oh, man. The broadcasting days. Good times. Freshman year at college. Man. Man, I wish Michael was in here right now. We'd reminisce on some, is it reminisce or reminize? I always get it wrong, but some good food on the river. The haunted tour of Savannah. Yeah, great place. It is pretty cool seeing a place I've seen in real life on GeoGuessr, you know? I might be seeing another one soon. That's my prediction. We've got two more. Two more here. Okay. 218, low key. This is crazy. I might know. Yep. This is CJ Ham. Let's go. It was not the last, but it was the second to last. This is my all-time favorite city in the United States. I love this place so much. Duluth, Minnesota. We're going to see it. We're up on the hill, like away from downtown just a little bit. I'm going to say like right around here, like Central Hillside, right? CJ Ham. Let's go. As soon as I saw the 218, I'm like, yep, this is Duluth. I thought that this was going to be the last one. Yo, Michael is in here. Let's go. I summoned him. Dude, that is a crazy pull right there. I have not thought of that name in years. That is a crazy pull. My gosh. Yeah. Wow. But, yeah, Duluth. It's got to be like right here, right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, it's a little bit further down, but we'll take that. Yeah, another place that I've seen in real life. Been to Duluth a couple of times. Great, great city. I love Duluth so much. If you ever are in Minnesota, you got to make it up there. Gary Anderson, nah, bro. Is he actually from Duluth? Are you serious? Are you trolling? Because CJ Ham is from Duluth, right? I know he went to college in Sioux Falls, but he's from Duluth, is he not? All right, last one. Oh, what's the last one then if Duluth wasn't the last one? There's no way it's Gary Anderson, right? I might actually have to Google that afterwards. Where on earth are I mean, it looks cold and it looks flat. That screams Midwest. I feel like you had to lob one more Midwest in there at the end, right? Isn't Gary Anderson from like Norway or something? Got a Catholic church. This screams Midwest, though, right? I mean, this could be like Wisconsin, maybe. That looks like a Wisconsin plate a little bit. More importantly, he's not their kicker. Yeah, there's also that. I have no. I'm still riding the high of getting Savannah and Duluth back to back, like two of my favorite cities ever. Oh man, Jack is thinking this is Tennessee. I've been nearly fooled by Tennessee before. I will say that. Howard Avenue, Bayview Montessori School, Lower Campus, Bayview. Oh, I don't know that this is. I mean, I guess it's winter, but there's no snow. Eagle Eyes is feeling Minnesota. I mean, this just screams Midwest, right? Could this be like Twin Cities? Who are we missing? Oh, no, I only have a little bit of time to figure this out. Who are we missing? Donovan Jackson. Is he just from Ohio? We're going to guess near Columbus. It's got to be Donovan Jackson, right? Dang it. It was Wisconsin. It was Wisconsin. Oh, I should have just stuck with my gut there. Dang it. That was Donovan Jackson, though, right? Also, I'm going to... Gary Anderson birthplace. We'll see if the same Gary Anderson... Oh, he was born in South Africa. Okay. CJ Ham. But was that Donovan Jackson? Yep, Duluth, Minnesota. Let's go. Let's go. Donovan Jackson. Okay. I see the vision with my Columbus guess. I should have stuck with Wisconsin, though. Right by Milwaukee. All right. We've got one quiz left. That was a banger. Surprisingly, did a little bit worse on this one, I feel like, than the previous one. A little bit less of that bars filled up. All right. One more. I cannot wait to see what this is. We have super top secret quiz. in all caps. 12 questions. All these locations are the birth locations of players accused or convicted of a crime. That is crazy. Where's Tyreek Hill from? All right. Okay, Harrison. You know what's stupid? I see Harrison Avenue and I think of Lil Dicky. I think of the show Dave. But low-key, this could be Philly. Maybe, right? Bay Bridge. I mean, that's an impressive bridge right there. Is there a Bay Bridge in Philly? I don't know. Okay, this looks not like Philadelphia. Sebastian asking if I'm going to do normal GeoGuessr for a little bit. Probably not. We'll probably wrap things up here after this. But I tell you what, and I've made this promise before, and you guys will have to hold me to it. How about this? During the season, during one of my primetime game streams, a little bonus normal GeoGuessr at the end. We'll do that. We've got a bar of sorts. I mean, this has got to be like, I'm thinking Florida, or at least like somewhere like maybe near the Gulf Coast. Wait. No. Oh. Oracle Park. Wait. This is San Francisco? Really? I would have never come up with that. That's great. I mean, we moved so much to find that. Oracle Park. I was like, there's no way. I guess Bay Bridge. I'm crazy, dude. I don't know where the Bay Bridge is. Oh, yeah, you're right. The John Boys video. God hates a coward. You're right. You're right. We're guess like right around here. You're totally right. Good pull right there, Sebastian. Good pull. God hates a coward. Duh. Michael Phelps is teaching the Ravens how to swim. Who? Okay, wait. Who? Yeah, who is from there? Who is from there? Jack thinks it's Fred Warner. What criminal was from there? San Francisco. Are we talking like a birthplace, right? O.J. Simpson. Nice. O.J. Simpson. He didn't do it, no. He played for the 49ers at the end of his career, actually. I think it was the last year or the last 2 years of his career. He played for the 49ers. Little known fact. The glove also didn't fit, I swear. He probably did it. Re-elect Henry Martin and David Schrager. We've got some races going on here, some elections. I could not tell you. It looks very fall-y out here. Could this also be the Northeast, right? Like, Di Pierto. That sounds kind of Italian, you know? I feel like we could be like more like that Jersey type of area, maybe. Oh, look at that. We got an Italian pizza truck. Let's go. Yeah, we got to be. Well, what is that plate? Connecticut? Yeah, Connecticut. What criminals from Connecticut? That's crazy. Wait. No, that's just where it happened. Wait, because Aaron Hernandez might actually be from Bristol, right? Where is Bristol, Connecticut? Oh, I've got 13 seconds. Because that's where he was arrested. Why I know this, I don't know. Where's Bristol? There it is. Low key, is this Bristol, Connecticut? Is this Aaron Hernandez? Oh my gosh. Is this Connecticut? Is this Aaron Hernandez? There's no way. I'm going to lose my mind. If this is Aaron Hernandez. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. 12-year-old me was locked into this Aaron Hernandez saga, dude. I was going on ESPN.com like every 5 minutes reading up. I was like, dude, Aaron Hernandez killed someone, but he's so good. That's crazy. That is crazy. Where's Ray Caruth from? Crazy pull right there. All right. And it is flat and open here. Yeah. Rip Norm MacDonald. Did he have a good O.J. Simpson bit? Is that... I feel like I remember like seeing a clip of him once talking about O.J. Simpson. The juice is loose. Parkland Avenue. I mean, there's a lot of wheat, and it's very flat. But also, I don't know. Maybe not the Midwest. I don't know about the Midwest. The buildings don't quite scream Midwest to me, you know? Oklahoma, maybe? Jack's gonna head out. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Let's go. Oklahoma? Patriot Way and Pioneer High School. It could be. It could totally be that region. Yeah, it's a little more farmy out here now. Criminal from Oklahoma. Wasn't Tyreek Hill... I mean, didn't he originally go to Oklahoma State before getting kicked off the team? And then he went to West Alabama? This could actually be Oklahoma. Nebraska? Yeah. Oh. It does kind of feel like Nebraska a little bit. The palm trees are quite the wrinkle, though. Let's peep the plates. It's tough to tell. Oh, it is tough to tell from the plates. We gotta guess. Doesn't quite look like Nebraska's plates, but also... I don't know. Oh, we're gonna do Oklahoma. Oh, Sacramento. California gets me again. California has been destroying me tonight, man. I have been screwed up California so much. All right. We are just outside of Sacramento. We're in Woodland, California. Which NFL criminal is from Woodland? Ray Caruth. Dang. There you go. Ray Caruth. Really? He went to the Garden City Community College in Kansas. I didn't know that, actually. All right. Brick. Old Navy. Brick. Best Buy. We're in a sort of mall. There's Brick again. We've got a Mega something. An IMAX. Okay, like a movie theater. Okay, so this is like some sort of like shopping mall type of deal. Huh? I was not anticipating this. We are not in the United States. Okay, that looks like a Canadian flag. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, okay. Canada. Who's from Canada? And where in Canada? Oh, man. Really? I would say, Sebastian, we need you to clutch up here. Where... You don't need to necessarily tell me the outright answer. You can if you want to. Give me like a nice hint as to where we might be in Canada. I mean, it's got to be like around here, right? Who's from Montreal? Which NFL player's from Montreal? That's crazy. Sebastian knows this place. That's so sick, man. Let's go. That's such a great feeling, isn't it? All right, we got to guess soon. We're just going to guess around Montreal. Let's go. That's so sick. So you've been around this area many times. We're in Montreal, Canada, right by the highway. Which NFL criminal is from Montreal? Tommy Kane. I'm not familiar with Tommy Kane's game, actually. Let's take a look at Tommy Kane. What did Tommy Kane do? Oh, he played for the CFL for a little bit, too. Season ended early, had some injuries. Crime and legal proceedings. Here we go. Arrested for assaulting a police officer. Oh, geez. That's not good. Severely beat and stabbed his estranged wife. Oh, he killed her? Or he got charged with manslaughter? Goodness. Not good. Well, now we know who Tommy Kane is, and he's from Montreal. Someone Dr. Pigskin doesn't know. Yeah, I try my best, but no, I could not tell you who Tommy Kane was before this quiz. All right, here we go. Almost halfway through here now. And it's a little colorful out here. I like the vibes here. Jaguars. Oh, that's a tiny jaguar. That's such a cute little, like, non-fearsome jaguar. You could tell it's like, yeah, it's like an elementary school, you know? If it was a high school, the jaguar would, like, have its fangs out and its claws and everything and be, like, leaping at you or something. But this is just a nice, friendly little elementary school jaguar. Albion Street. I'll be on the street. Sorry. Skyline alert. Skyline alert. Skyline alert. Hold on. Let's see if we can decipher the skyline. We're by some railroads. Honestly, well, hold on. Here we go. Okay, we can see the skyline a little bit better now. We've got about a minute here. More Jaguar stuff. Jaguars really have got a cultural footprint here, don't they? See, I'm seeing different languages. Those look like Chinese characters. Chinatown. Okay, so this is somewhere's Chinatown. The question is where, though, because a lot of big cities have a Chinatown. Alpine Street. I mean, is this Seattle? Could this be Seattle? Oh, it totally could. You live in the same county as Aaron Hernandez's brother. That's crazy. I'm feeling Seattle here, honestly. Are we in Seattle's Chinatown? Excuse me. Bless me. Quentin Williams moment. Where is Chinatown in Seattle? I'm feeling Seattle, though. We're going to guess like right here. Oh! California strikes again. I should have looked for like the Space Needle or something, you know. Come on, man. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Man. Daryl Henley. Another one I don't know. What did Daryl Henley get into? Cornerback for the Rams. Oh, just drug dealing. Just. I was pretty cavalier about that, but maybe he did more and I didn't read it. But Sebastian is cooking, dude. Yeah, he LA. There you go. There you go. But yeah, Aaron Hernandez was featured on here, Wolf. You just missed it. What was his hometown again? Was it in Georgia? Aaron Hernandez, it was Bristol, Connecticut, which is crazy. All right. Here we go. It's flat. We've got a bunch of different flags. That looks like the Arizona state flag. I see mountains and cacti in the distance. Absolutely Arizona. By a golf course. We can already narrow that down. Good start. NFL criminal from Arizona. Daryl Henley. Yeah, he did look a little scary. We got patrol here. Let's see. Oh, we can't. Okay, no, we can get on the road a little bit. By a resort. This looks like where the Bluth model home was, honestly. If you know, you know. Like those mountains in the background, just how empty and wide open it is here. I could just hear Ron Howard's narration right now. Back at the model home. A lot of TV show references here today. Love it. I did not see your school anecdote. I'll have to get to that here after this round, Sebastian. And outside of Arizona, I really couldn't tell you where we're at. Is this like more northern Arizona, maybe? Like I guess Flagstaff's not like super north. Could it be like Flagstaff, like outside of Flagstaff a little bit? We'll go with that. Oh, south of Phoenix. Dang it. Phoenix exurbs. I need to just like take a beat and wait to see what Sebastian is going to say and then make my guess after that. Clearly that's what I need to do. All right, let's find this school anecdote here. Let's see. Oh, you went to elementary school like 5 minutes from there in the Montreal place. Let's go. Mossy Cade. Another one. We're getting some deep pulls here. Mossy Cade. Got some oldies in here. Mossy Cade, what did you do? Huh. No crime section. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Okay, it's actually some pretty serious stuff. Ruh-roh. Went to the Packers and then the Vikings. Nice. The Vikings signed him? Come on, man. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. The old Vikings so would have done that. I remember there was a time where the Vikings had the most criminals of any team in the NFL. Oh man. Mossy Cade. That's crazy bad look for the Vikings right there. Went to the same college as Tom Kenny. That's sick. Nah. That was terrible. That was my SpongeBob, in case you were wondering what on earth that was supposed to be. Dollar General, middle of nowhere. Could this be the South, perhaps? Although, I don't know. A little croppy. But there's some crops in the South. I just see Dollar General. Well, hold on, Wolf. You might get... That almost looked like the outline of Ohio there on that state highway sign. You might get your wish here and get Ohio soon. Would you look at that? Ask and you shall receive. We're somewhere in Ohio. We are somewhere in Ohio. I want to say it's more like around here, like maybe like around Toledo. We'll mark that for now. Look at that. Oh, the criminal that we're talking about went to the went to the same college as Tom Kennedy. Don't ever do that again, the SpongeBob. Nah. Wait, hold on. I gotta focus up here. I actually was like, where in Ohio are we? But very clearly it shows it's off of Highway 38, right? Which might not be around here. Where's 38? Dude, these are always so hard to find. I see 33. I see 35. We'll just go with this, whatever. All right. Right state. We'll take that. Montreal. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Got to get the proper pronunciation right. Montreal. Yeah. Well, I'll work on that. I am a big pronunciation stickler myself. I try and get it right. So Montreal. I could have explored a little bit more there. ADHD brain got a little impatient. All right. 8 out of 12 now. Here we go. Which Art Schlichter. Dang it. All right. Well, I got to look up Art Schlichter here after this. Art Schlichter. A lot of guys I don't know. Art Schlichter. This is a little greeny. Very lush. Very small. What do we got here? Macon. Is this Georgia? Hunt Brothers Pizza. It might actually be. I mean, Hunt Brothers Pizza's everywhere. But I feel like particularly in like smaller parts of Georgia. Are we outside of Macon, Georgia? Who's from Macon? It's got to be. I mean, I've been to Macon before. Granted, it wasn't for very long. But I could see it being Macon. What an interesting place. Go like right around here for now. Home of Mercer University. Cinna. I stand with Cinna. Sinnoh. It is Sinnoh, I bet though. Yeah, I never really watched the anime like that, if you can't tell with my pronunciation with some of the Pokemon things. I'm gonna go Macon. There's a Macon in Mississippi. Cool. Dang it. All right, who was that? And we'll look up this Art Schlichter guy too. Oh boy, he comes up pretty quickly. Uh-oh. He was a quarterback. 2011 arrest. Fraud. Oh, okay. Seems like he's had some issues, but fraud for Art Schlichter. I did get baited there. Darion Connor. Welcome, Sudoku, by the way. Good to have you in here. Darion Connor. Let's look up Darion Connor real quick. I did get baited pretty hard there. I was so excited. I was like, oh, Georgia mentioned again. Da-da-da. Oh, vehicular homicide. Okay, that seems to be a shockingly common one for NFL players. All right. That almost I can't tell what plate that is. They did a good job of blurring it out there. Just a little fraud. Well, I think there might have been a little bit more, but UAB. Oh, cool. All right. Alabama, Birmingham. Let's find Birmingham here. We're close to UAB. Where is the university at? Where is UAB? As far as like, where is it in Collegeville? It's got to be. Right? Oh, we'll just guess right here. Look at that. I mean, we knew exactly where it was, right? Really? Buddy of yours went to UAB for singing. Oh, that's sick. Do they have a nice singing program there? I did not know that. Roddy White went to UAB. Kind of, I mean, semi-related, but you know what I mean. All right. Which criminals from Birmingham? Who we got from Birmingham? Ray Lewis. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ray Lewis. Don't need to look him up. We know him. All right. Fancy. Wow. Holy. It's like up on a terrace with a fountain and everything. Who's Ray Lewis? Just a beast linebacker who you shouldn't be alone in an Atlanta nightclub with. Republic Services. My old apartment used to have that service. This place looks nice. No idea where we're at, though. The park? It's a popular park. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. St. Louis Science Center. St. Louis. Bang. St. Louis. Gotta be the Missouri side of St. Louis, right? St. Louis Science Center. We'll say like right around here. Seems like it'd be in this kind of park. Oh, St. Louis Science Center. Bang. Let's go. That's one of our best ones yet. 4,996. St. Louis. Nice place. Only been there a couple of times, but I've enjoyed my time in St. Louis. Who is the criminal from St. Louis? Who's from St. Louis? I know Jason Tatum is from St. Louis. Not a criminal, though. Also not an NFL player. Kellen Winslow. Oh, brother. Kellen Winslow. Kellen Winslow Jr., I imagine, right? Let's just say he had an incident in his car. And move on from there. You can look it up if you want. I'm not going to say it on here. That might get me demonetized. If that's what I'm thinking of, at least. I think it is. St. Paul Church, Methodist Church. Kellen Winslow. Peach State. Okay, so we're in Georgia. That's cool, right? I mean, you had the... I can't remember what denomination that was. Washington Street and Academy Street. Interesting. There's a Washington Street in Athens. I don't think this is Athens, though, is it? I don't think this is Athens. This would be so embarrassing if it was and I didn't get it, but it doesn't really feel like Athens. Oh, it's got to be Georgia, though, right? I mean, Peach State, it looks very Georgian. The architecture does. I mean, could this be like around Atlanta, maybe? Suburb of Atlanta? Bradford Street. Brenau University. I don't remember where Brenau is. Oh. Johnny's New York Style Pizza. Where is Brenau? Oh, this is going to kill me. I know it's in Georgia somewhere. I just don't know where. It's got to be one of the bigger cities. It's not Augusta, is it? I'm leaning Augusta, but I don't feel great about it. Really? Brunau's in Gainesville? I've been to Gainesville a couple of times. Or maybe they just have a campus there or something. Really? I suppose I could see that now. Dang it. I've been to Gainesville so many times. Hey, if you want your Cleveland, Georgia poll, Gainesville was like the closest like decent sized town to Cleveland, right? There's Cleveland right here. Here's Gainesville. Deshaun Watson. That's right. He is from Gainesville. That's right. Yeah. He's from Georgia. Dang it. That's so crazy, man. I've been to Gainesville and I've driven through Gainesville so many times. I should have gotten that. I should have gotten that. Man. Duh. Dang it. All right, a couple more. Oh, this is the last one, actually. Last one of the night. What do we got here? What do we got here? There's a lot of Browns players. Hey. It's not our choice that the Browns are doing this stuff. I mean, hey, the Browns didn't have to sign Watson. See, a good A&W question. I feel like it's not super popular. You see it some in the Midwest. We had an A&W for the longest time in Fargo, but I think that just recently closed down. I know it's like pretty big in Ohio, and then like Wisconsin. I would say it's fairly popular, but not like crazy popular. Pretty big in Canada, but doesn't see Americans talking about it. Yeah, I feel like depending on where you're at, like I would say in Georgia. I don't know that I could name a single A&W in Georgia, to be honest. I have no idea where we are here. Oh boy. My brain is running on fumes at this point. And Texas. Wait, Adrian Peterson. It's Adrian Peterson. That's crazy. I don't know where Palestine, Texas is on the map, but it's Adrian Peterson. Oh my gosh, where is it? That's a great one to end it on. Adrian, well, my childhood hero who's a criminal. But I don't know where it is, though. It's like kind of near Houston, isn't it? I've seen it on the map before, but it's Adrian Peterson. Oh my gosh, where is it? No, I just got it. I didn't even get a click off. No. I didn't even get a click off. There it is. I couldn't find it on the map. It's Adrian Peterson. That's crazy. That was a crazy one to end it on right there. Yep. Man. Yeah, the Hall of Fame game is tomorrow. I'm excited, at least for a little bit. You know, I might tune in. I might tune in for a little bit, but we'll see. But all right, man. It is almost 10 o'clock. It's 9:48. We had 3 just freaking awesome GeoGuessr quizzes today. That was fantastic. This was a nice little chill off-season stream, playing some games, right? Tying in football a little bit. We're going to be getting to the nitty-gritty of it really soon. We're going to be really getting into the thick of it really soon. Got a lot of exciting stuff planned. Again, keep your eyes peeled for bingo. Keep your eyes peeled for pick'em. All that good stuff. We'll be posting updates in Discord, and we'll make a community post. But we'll try and get those set up in late August. As I also mentioned in Discord, the long-awaited, much-anticipated season prediction stream will be coming on September 3rd. I believe it's the 3rd. It's that Wednesday. The day before the season starts, we will be doing the big one, the season prediction stream. But I appreciate you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys. And again, one more round of applause to the producer himself, Caden, for cooking with these GeoGuessr quizzes. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. We appreciate you. That was a lot of fun. And I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Next time I see you, football will be played and we'll be in August. Hard to believe, but you guys take care. You guys have a good night. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys.